Shalom, welcome to Eretz Israel and our Erev Shabbat talk. I'm Avraham Shira. We're with a very interesting idea that Rabbi Nachman teaches in several places throughout his writings. The purpose of knowledge, the purpose of knowing, is that you do not know. The tachlit yidiyah, the purpose of knowledge, shelo neda, to not know. Now what is he telling us? The purpose of learning, all the learning, the thousands of years and hundreds of thousands of books, and the purpose of all the knowledge is to know that we don't know. It makes you feel a little more comfortable when you realize how little we know. But how can the purpose of the knowledge, the tachlit yidiyah, the purpose of knowledge, is to know we don't know? And then here in Sefer Amidot, in the section on Shabbat, he tells us that the holiness of Shabbat is the same idea. The holiness of Shabbat leads to the tachlit yidiyah shelo neda. The purpose of knowing is that we do not know. What's the connection? So we really have to kind of look at these two ideas separately and try to join them together. The purpose of knowledge is to know we don't know. That's equivalent to what the Rambam says, that God is the knower and the knowledge and that which is known. In other words, when we know something in truth, a true thing, not a false thing, but when we know something that's true, it's not us knowing it. In other words, because God is truth, God is all knowledge and all true knowledge. So if you have a moment of true knowledge, what are you knowing? If God is truth and you have a moment of true knowledge, well, you are knowing Him through that piece of knowledge. But it's no longer, since He's the knower, who are you? It's a conundrum, It sounds like this mental game we're trying to play, but it's not. It's very simple. You are the place that true knowledge appears. And He is the true knowledge, but He's also the knower. Understand this. When true knowledge appears in you, for that split second, it might be a moment, it might be 5 seconds, it might be a longer period of time. For that moment of true knowing, it's not you. Because He's the knowledge and He's the knower. So you're a place, your body, your mind becomes a place where God appears. It's like you're on stage your whole life, and suddenly the director pushes you off stage, and he says, I'm going to take over this show. I'm going to take over this drama called your life. For that split second of knowing, true knowledge, and the knower. Okay, we can kind of work with this. I can understand myself pulling out of my own consciousness to allow pure, complete, total consciousness to be the consciousness of the universe, which we give many names. Hashem, the name, the master, the source, the cause, the oneness, whatever name we give Hashem, that true knowledge is Him, and He's the knower. So now I can understand better when the Rebbe says, a tachlit yidiyah, the purpose of knowing, to know we don't know, is because, well, yeah, of course I don't know, because if it's true knowledge, it's His, and it's Him. So I back out of the picture. And I understand, that's the purpose of knowing, is to know that it's not me that's really the knower. That the moment of true knowledge is Him. And you're just kind of masquerading in the place of the knower. But He's supplying you, if God is giving you all your consciousness, then, well, where am I? Where is that little I that I need to hold on to so fiercely? that little ego, that little point, that hard nut that won't crack of my ego. Let's push that little point aside and let the knower and the knowledge and that which is known be one. Okay? I thought of it once as like it's the camera and the film and that which is being filmed. Okay? They don't use film anymore, right? I'm sorry. It's the camera, it's the pixels, and it's that which is being photographed. The Rambam is teaching us he is all three of those things. So where am I? Well, welcome to the comedy, folks. You are the masquerader of that. And so am I. And so is everyone until we learn enough to know that we don't know. We're not even the ones being the knower. We're not the camera. We're not the pixels. And we're not the thing being, photographed. Okay. So it's a mental exercise we have to work with, but it's a beautiful one when we get it, because then it takes us straight to this level the Rebbe calls Kedushat Shabbat, the holiness of Shabbat. The holiness of Shabbat is above our consciousness. Because why is this day holier than any other day? Well, I make Kiddush, and I don't work, and I go to shul, and I learn, and all the things that we do. That adds to the Kedusha of Shabbat, but it doesn't make Shabbat holy. Shabbat is intrinsically holy in and of itself. It is a space in time above space and time. It's that little space capsule surrounded by all the other days of the week where it's above space and time. Now, my effort to keep Shabbat enables me to align with that light, to align with that energy. But it's above me. I can't know it. You see? So now the holiness of Shabbat is that thing that I can't know. And connect that to a tachlit yedi'ah. The purpose of knowing is to know that I don't know. Shelo neda. So we don't know the true holiness of Shabbat, but we know it is. We know it is. We feel it. We feel the Kedusha of the day as it comes down upon Eretz Israel. So many millions of people are keeping Shabbat in their own way. According to the halacha, as best they can, the holiness of Shabbat comes down upon this land. The rest, the peace, the psychic stillness, the lack of stress, the lack of worry, the lack of considerations for outside things. All that comes down with the holiness of Shabbat. And then I can be in that place of not knowing and be okay. Not only being okay with not knowing, but being in joy, pure joy. When you're in a moment of pure joy, you're not in knowing, you're in a moment of experience. Because when you know something, it's you and the knowledge that you're knowing, and there's already a duality created. You and what you know. I'm learning this book. I know what this book is telling me. But that's still two. That's a different experience than one. One is you and the knowledge are one. And that is pure joy. And that is union with the holiness of Shabbat. Now, these are things we need to learn and pray about. Because at first, it's like, whoa, where is the rabbi taking me? But he's taking us to a level above ourselves. You might have it a moment, you might have it a whole 25 hours, the length of Shabbat. It just depends on your ability to receive it. I can't grasp it, I can't hold it, I can't lock myself onto it, but I can just be and let it hold me. Let God, let Shabbat embrace you. Let the moment above time and space be that little capsule within this greater realm that we identify with through time and space. And, that's why we have to turn ourselves down on Shabbat. We have to turn down all the thinking and all the external considerations that become our weekday experience. We need to turn those down. Turn the volume down. Turn the camera onto that which is unknowable, that which is eternal and infinite. And the light of Shabbat is the place. It's that name we give that place. It's that name where Hashem appears. We can't control Hashem, but we can induce him to come close to us because of his love for us. So when we do loving things, he's drawn closer to us. That's called affinity of form, where when you're in love, in experiential love, then your love and his love start to draw closer together. And that experience is the affinity of form, the union of a microcosmic and a macrocosmic structure called God and man. So this is a very deep teaching, obviously, and it's something that we need to meditate about and to let go about, to surrender. Even my need to know about not knowing is going to get in the way. I just need to know that I don't know. And that there is a knower, and there is a knowledge, and there is the holiness of Shabbat, and they're all bound together in this oneness. And we are here to experience that through the mitzvot with joy on this holy day. May you be blessed with that day, with that union, with that point in creation that is above time and space, and you will know that these teachings are absolutely true and correct. And they're only there for us to reach out to them and to make a space within our heart, in our mind, our thoughts and our feelings become one with that idea. Shabbat Shalom to all of you. God bless. We'll see you next week.